in this type of question, we're trying to figure out if I have a numerator that's smaller than the other numerator, what do I do? So let's go through the example one time. We have 1 over 2 subtracting 5 over 8. First of all, we identified the denominator, they're not the same. So what we're going to do is that we're going to change the 1 over 2 into 1 4 over 8. It's pretty simple. The whole number really doesn't change. Right? So 1 will remain as 1. However, the 1 over 2 will change to 4 over 8. How so? From 2 to 8, we multiply by 4 times. So we're going to do the same thing as a numerator, change into 4 times as well. So 1 times 4 is going to be 4 as well. So that explains why we're getting 1 4 over 8. Okay, so why do we have the 8 again? It's because the other denominator is 8, and 2 and 8, their LCM. If you guys don't know what LCM is, refer to the previous video, we talk about LCM. So the LCM is least common multiplier. So for 2 and 8, their least common multiplier is 8. All right, so that explains why we're getting 1 4 over 8 and subtracting 5 over 8 right here. Okay, next step here is we identify that for the fraction part, the 4 is actually less than the 5. So what are you doing right now? Don't forget about this little, I'm going to change the color. Don't forget about this little battery. I always call it battery because it's really just hanging out on the side, right? Once you do not have enough for your numerator, what you're going to do is you're going to borrow from your denominator. Sorry, you're going to borrow from your whole number. In this case, it's going to be the battery. Okay, let's go back to the original color. All right, where's my color? You know what? We're going to use red. Okay, now from 1 4 over 8, we change into 12 over 8. In this case here, the 1, which is the whole number, will multiply the denominator, which is 8, and add it to the numerator. So the whole operation where you get 12 is 1 times 8 plus 4. One more time. The 1 represents the whole number, multiplied by the denominator, and then plus the numerator. In this case, you will be getting 12. So now you're dealing with 12 over 8 minus 5 over 8. Nothing changes for the 5 over 8. So now your answer will be 7 over 8. 12 minus 5 is 7. Okay, let's do some exercise right here. Question number 2. First, we see that 1 over 4, we want to change this 1 over 4 into 1 2 over 8. And this 7 over 8 will remain unchanged. Now I identified that the numerator 2 is less than the numerator 7. So what we're going to do is that we're going to ask the battery. I say, hey, no problem. I'm going to be borrowing 1 whole from you. So then this becomes 10 over 8. How do I get to 10 again? Again, 1 times 8 plus 2. Okay, so that will give you 10. And then subtracting 7 over 8, which will give you 3 over 8. Right, that's the answer for this question. Okay, so let's see. We're going to do a little bit more. Okay, so let's try question number 5 here. All right, this is too narrow. Let's try 13. Okay, perfect. Okay, so 3 and 5, their LCM is going to be 15. So 1, this is going to be 15, and this is going to be 5 over here. Subtracting 15 underneath here, and this is going to be 6. Again, 5 is less than 6. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be borrowing from the whole number, 1. So again, we're going to go for the operation 1 times 15, right? So 1 times that 15 plus the 5. Where does the 5 come from? The 5 comes from the numerator, which is equal to 20. So then my new fraction becomes 20 over 15. Subtracting 6 over 15. And then I will end up getting 14 over 15. And that's my answer for this question. All right, let's do a couple of more challenging ones since that we know this concept now pretty well. Let's try question number 8 on page 124. So question number 8, 12 and 3. So LCM is going to be 12. So nothing changed. Actually, this one should be pretty easy. 7 over 12 minus 3. This is going to be 12. This is going to be 8. Ooh, now I find out that my 7 is smaller than 8. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to ask the 5. Hey, 5, can you actually lend me 1? You just need the 1. Why? Because you don't need the whole thing, right? If you need all 5 of the whole number, that's way too much. So again, so the 5 will become a 4. Where does the 1 go? That 1 multiply with the 12, just like how you're doing it, right? plus the 7, which becomes 19. So my new fraction of 5, 7 over 12 become 4, 19 over 12. Subtracting 3, nothing changes for this one. And then whole number subtract whole number is 1. 19 subtract 8 is 11, and 12. That's my answer for this question. So I think you should pretty much understand the concept well. If you have any question, feel free to comment or send me a direct mail, and then we'll see you guys in the next video.